There we go. So now that we are done with that, we do not need to go out into the steel yard anymore. So now we go and fight inside this Coliseum right down here. I'm also wearing power armor, which is pretty cool. I'm going to save so that I don't have to go through all that dialogue again. Oh, you know what's funny, EK?
What is hilarious?
That area where I found those last 3 steel ingots? It's called the abandoned area.
It's abandoned. Not even you thought to go there.
Exactly. I completely forgot that there were 3 there.
Need Fiji after all.
Die, just fucking die!
Oh, it's with that delivery. Right. Let's go and talk to the one let's go talk to Medea. I did my job. I did it too well.
It's home, I guess. You see how they make us live? Good. Just in time. Asher has ordered everyone into the square. Rumor has it that he's going to open up the arena. That's perfect. It's simple, really. From time to time, Asher opens up the arena. We call it the Hole. Any slave who wants to can fight against the gladiators. If you win, you get your freedom. More importantly, you get an audience with Asher. It's the only way a slave will ever get to talk to him directly. You fight, you win, and when you talk to Asher, you take the cure. Not exactly, no. Werner has a distraction planned. We haven't been making these weapons for nothing, you know. But when you're meeting with Asher, you'll be close enough to grab the cure. Get it and bring it to me. Now let's get out there and listen to Asher's speech. There'll be hell to pay if the guards catch us in here.
Alright. Time to fight in the arena.
Citizens of the pit,
Arena.
workers of downtown, traders of uptown, and all fierce
Now become the great
souls
Gonzalez.
who do what must be done. I bring you good news. We stand at the dawn of a new golden age, where others merely survive. We thrive! Our industry is the envy of the Commonwealth. Our safety is the envy of the capital wastes. Our might is the envy of Ronto. And while I have led your efforts, it has been by your own strength that you have earned all the envy of the world. They envy the steel shaped by the workers in our mills. And they envy the strength of our traders and raiders who wield the steel for the pit. And most of all, they envy our victories in the struggle for freedom. Because yes, freedom is what we all work towards. Freedom from fear. Freedom from disease. Freedom to live as once we did before we were shackled by atomic fire. And so, to celebrate this struggle, I ask my loyal workers, who among you is prepared to fight for your freedom? Who among you will risk your life in the crucible to create a new life of freedom in Uptown?
I glitched the cutscene, so that's why there's an echo.
Come on, Asher. Will you send someone to the Hole who actually stands a chance?
Very well, Medea. If that is the will of the workers, then this man shall be their champion. Sir, you carry not only the dream that workers can become free, but that we may all someday become truly free from the threats of our world. Prepare yourself, sir. And when you are ready to be forged anew, report to Phaedra in the steel mill.
Right.
The rest of you are dismissed.
Alright, so sign up for the arena with Phaedra. Do 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 do. Time to murderlate. Oh, oh boy, murder.
The best pastime.
Murder hobo, of course. All right. Where is Phaedra? Are they inside here? They are inside here.
So you're the dumbass scab that signed up to fight in the hole, huh? Well, head on down. Phaedra's waiting for you.
That is a good point, Louis. Save so that I don't have to hear that shit again.
And what are you
Before
doing
that game,
down
you
here
should get an
slaying?
8-bot.
Don't tell me your pale ass is gonna throw down. You don't sign up. You tell me you want to fight, I set up a fight. You die, and I repeat it with the next jackass slave who comes in here. Sound good? You want in? Come on, death's gotta be better than your life, am I right? Oh yeah? Well, all right. I've got one for you right away. Or you can take some time to put your affairs in order. We're gonna throw you in there with a bunch of the other scabs who think they've got what it takes. You're all gonna fight it out, and the last one standing gets to move on. Probably won't be you, though. If you're ready.
All right. So I'm gonna fight other slaves. Enter the hole. One person enters.
And now, my friends, we have for you
You're basically the king once.
slaves
Yeah.
willing to kill and slaughter in order to become one of we privileged few. They will fight, they will die, and all for you, all for your entertainment. Now, are they ready to die for their chance at freedom? Let's find out. Release the body left standing, only one. Oh, my friends, what a fantastic fight!
I love how that fight lasted 3 seconds.
Slaves go.
Wow. Impressive, slave. Those were some of the toughest scabs around here. You've got some fight in you, it seems. But I wouldn't get too excited. I'm sure Asher's got something special planned for your next fight. Here's something for the Rads. Enjoy it while you can.
Right, next fight.
You again? Asher says he wants to make this one good, so he gave you the Bear Brothers. They're a couple of mean bastards. Hell, rumor has it they're halfway to Trog as it is. But I'm sure you'll do fine.
All right. Time to go into the hole.
They're savage, they're brutal. They're here to keep this work.
Oh no, I'm fighting Yao Guais again. Good thing I don't. Good thing I don't have, you know, Sharon, because of someone.
Let's find out if the newcomer can hold his own.
Talking about.
Here's a Deathclaw Gauntlet. He had a Deathclaw Gauntlet. Right, Flame Refuel, Gamma Shield Armor.
Wound Gauntlet is nothing to the Infinity Gauntlet.
Amazing! This newcomer is showing promise, my friends.
Right, next up, time to repair the Gamma Shield Armor. And everyone lived happily ever after. The end. A good story. Time for the sequel. Travis, I can bare knuckle brawl if I want to. Or better yet, I can use steel knuckles.
Not bad, Grinder, not bad. The Bear Brothers were some pretty mean sons of bitches.
So,
One more fight and you're free.
but I would. Here's a shot for the rads. Come back when.
Right. Let's get to the final fight.
You again? Back. This'll be your last fight, Scab. One more and I don't get to call you that anymore. You ready? You're going up against Gruber. He's one of the only slaves to win in the hole. There's only ever been, what,
Bring
3?
your fists to a
I guess he
gunfight.
got a taste for blood. But unfortunately for you, he's got a pretty decent gun. So odds are this is the last time you and I will be talking.
All right. I'ma beat him up with my fists. Covered in steel.
And now, this slave is proven willing to kill and die for his freedom. But how will he fare against the last man who made it all the way? Gruber!
Time for Gruber to get grubbed.
Defeated in the hole, Gruber has yet to meet his match.
Oh!
Only one will walk out with their freedom. Only one will walk out alive. Release the barrier.
This is actually working. This is why I don't do bare knuckle brawling. Also love how my health's not going down.
You're gonna pay for that scam.
Being stupid. Range can't aim the gun at you.
I killed Gruber. The Infiltrator. Gonna take that. Gonna take that. Gonna take that.
And Gruber falls! Gruber falls! The champion is toppled! A new slave rises
You
from the
disappointed,
dust to
Civ.
join us! Welcome him! He's earned it!
Alright, so I have a rad resistance perk. Yes, I literally punched him to death. This is good. One v one you and Rust. 27 punch, man. It took more than 27 punches.
Man, I can't believe Asher opened up the...
Billion punch, man.
Aren't you quite the scrapper? Congratulations. You've done well. Asher wishes to see you. The guards will be told to allow you to pass.
arena again.
And inside this footlocker is all my shit. So I've got everything again.
You got all the things.
Alright, we need to get rid of the dirty water gumdrops, iguana bits, iguana on a stick, mole rat meat, Nuka-Cola, potato crisps, purified water. Do that. I want to keep the sugar bombs. Alright, first things first, we are going to repair everything. And we are going to use the Lincoln repeater. Alright, first things first. We're gonna put on... I want to keep the tribal power armor. Gonna put on my shady hat. Gonna put on my sneaky hat. Human flesh. Right, I've got 21 fingers. What do I have that weighs something? Dang it. I don't want to get rid of the infiltrator though. It's so good. I got 17 grenades. I can get rid of those. I got 24 mines. I can get rid of those. I love how perfectly stacked everything. Oh, stealth mode will be used, Arthur. But we're actually coming up to the point to where the game kind of gets screwy with the morality.
Game's stupid.
Yep.
That's it. I'll be right back.
Alright. Wait, what am I doing? I've got better armor right here.
That's one way to get out of work, isn't it?
Go on in if you're going.
Right. We're gonna go uptown, because we're an uptown girl. Living in our uptown world. Alright, see ya, Louie. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, it's not Yoshi committing tax fraud. That was yesterday.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I heard something about tax fraud.
Yeah, because Louis likes watching me do Mario 64, but unfortunately...
How you feeling?
But unfortunately, I'm doing Fallout 3.
Go back to doing tax fraud.
No,
Why not?
because I don't want to get banned from Smash.
It's fine, don't worry. They'll replace him with
Such a sweet face. How'd you make
Boshi.
No, Birdo.
There we go.
Now both people from Mario RPG. AIDS.
No, they just replace Yoshi with Gino, and then everyone's happy. Except for Kay, because he's a Yoshi main.
My favorite character of all time. You can't replace him.
Ban Luigi.
He's too strong.
Go Weege. Go Weege. Have you seen that tiger uppercut?
What are you looking at?
No reach. No reach.
All the Weege. Alright, and now we're gonna go and meet Asher, the leader of the thing, of everything. So here is the story behind Asher. 30 years ago, the Brotherhood of Steel decided to raid the pit and saw how horrible it was. They almost got wiped out entirely. This was before they got to Washington, D.C., otherwise known as the Capital Wasteland. After what had happened, the one survivor of the Brotherhood of Steel, who was thought to be dead, ended up taking over the entirety of Pittsburgh, and thus known as the Pit, and that is Asher.
Oh.
Right.
Lord Ash will be right with you. Feel free to wait inside, champ.
And I'm telling you, I've got it covered. I'll be with you right after I maintain some order and dispense a little justice.
And I suppose you'll follow that up by raising the dead.
No, but I may heal the infirm later in the week. Time permitting, of course.
Sir, we've had sightings of Werner back in the city, and there's been an increase in chatter between slaves.
Workers.
What?
We call them workers. Helps with morale. Reminds them that they might earn their freedom someday.
Whatever we call them, they've been gathering makeshift weapons.
All right, all right. Put your guards on alert. Tell them to be on the lookout for anyone loitering too long downtown. And keep a watch on Medea at all times. Anything big happens, it's bound to go through her.
Yeah, anything big that happens is bound to go through her. Like this.
Thanks. How you got meant for the floor?
Alright, I didn't prepare for this. There, I killed the man. I saved the day.
Oh,
I
good
am-
job.
I emancipated Asher with Lincoln's weapon.
Now, I've got a very important meeting with our new friend. So if anything big comes up, you use the intercom.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
right.
break's over.
Hello, Asher.
Nice work in the hole, New Blood. Knew you
No,
couldn't be
that
one
wasn't
of our
it.
normal workers. So that begs the question, who are you? And what are you doing in my city? I understand. We've all got a past. And damn few of us have reason to be proud of it. That's all behind you now. In the pit, you'll be part of a growing army, a thriving industry, and maybe even witness to a cure for radiation. But we aren't perfect, and sometimes the past comes back to haunt us. Tell me, do you know a man named Werner?
Never heard of him. Why? I met the man, but he seemed like trouble, so I steered clear. Wait, tell me more what you're doing in the pit.
Is that so? Next, you'll... A wise decision, New Blood. A very wise decision. It looks like Werner underestimated you. And he certainly didn't appreciate what I do to anyone that threatened our little discovery. Now I think would be a good time for you to meet the cure for yourself. Let's take a trip back to the lab, where Sandra can explain.
All right.
Don't let
The
me
slaves
keep
are
you.
arriving, and someone's on
Don't let me
We
keep
need you out here, and fast.
Don't. Damn it, I'm on my way. I suggest you forget Werner's offer. Consider mine. Stop Werner.
All right. So I need to go to the lab. Find the cure in Asher's lab. Okay, now it's updated.
Go find Werner.
So now the slaves are, rising up. And this is
Hello?
Sandra.
Oh, Asher told me you might be coming here, but I'm afraid I
How
was
woolly it
preoccupied.
seems.
Little
Yep.
Marie here is an angel, but she can still be a handful. I'm Sandra. Asher sent me up here to work on the pit's medical research, and Marie here is our daughter. Our little miracle, really. Oh, I hate it when he calls her that. I swear, it's a terrible thing to call his own daughter. Well, this is a nice surprise. Apparently you and Asher are the only other people who know anything about science in this place. Yes, it seems that our daughter was born with a naturally acquired immunity to any form of mutation. It's nothing short of a miracle, honestly. I'm still trying to figure out why, but she may just hold the key to stopping the pit's Trog problem. Hell, maybe other types of mutations too.
Aren't you worried about hurting Marie?
Oh no, these tests are perfectly safe. In fact, between the crib and her uncanny health, she's probably the safest child in the world. Asher and I would never risk her health. And if that means it takes longer to develop a full cure, then, well, everyone else can wait. You're a dear, but things are well in hand here. If you really want to help, you should probably go deal with whatever had Asher rushing off in such a hurry. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to take care of one last test before Marie's nap time.
So, here is what it is. I'm going to go into Asher's room, and we're going to listen to an audio diary before I side with the slaves. Inside here. Hey, Fiji. We had a problem finding ingots before, but we ended up finding them all. Right, let us open the safe. Dang it. So, Diary to Marie. Diary to the Scourge. the mill. Doot. So what are these diaries? Alright. So here's the moral choice that you have to make that's kind of fucked. You have to basically steal a baby from its parents, kill the parents, and then give it to the slaves who don't care about the baby. Or you leave the baby with the parents who take care of it, eventually develop a cure for, you know, the problem of the trogs, but the slaves remain slaves. Guess which one's the good option? Anyone?
Baby murder.
Someone guessed it. It's baby murder.
Excuse me?
Oh, did you just come back?
I came back to baby murder.
All right, here is the situation, Travis. There is basically the cure for... There's a baby here. She has immunity to pretty much all diseases, as well as all mutations, which is like a key in this wasteland. And her parents are scientists, and they're studying her to see if they can like develop a cure for the rest of the people. Well, the slaves want the cure now and don't care about the baby. So the baby's probably going to die if you give it to the slaves. But you have to kill the parents. Or you have to keep the baby with the parents, and then you end up, you know, dooming the slaves. Isn't that fun?
Why don't you just take the baby and not kill the parents?
You have to kill the parents.
Why?
Because what happens is they let the trogs in, and the trogs eat everyone and kill the parents.
I hope you're well, dear.
Just walk in and take the baby yourself.
Yeah. I can take the baby right now. Everyone becomes hostile to me, and then later on in the city, the trogs invade the uptown part of the city, killing everyone.
Is the baby just an item?
Yes.
Oh my god.
In the PC version, there's a mod where you can eat the baby.
Nice!
My lord.
And it gives you
You're
a perk.
you're not playing the PC version, are you?
No.
You can just bypass that moral choice altogether.
Look at the mother and say, hey, want to see something cool? Sure, just consume the baby.
You can right in front of her because it gives you a prompt.
Does she get mad?
Yes, she becomes hostile.
Why?
Because you're technically taking the baby.
She'll get it back in an hour.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Honestly, though, the thing is, if you end up doing this, you lose out on a unique power armor.
What does it do?
It just has better stats than normal power armor. And all it required was the murder of a baby's parents and the freeing of slaves. As well as, you know, the hope of there being any chance of, you know, the trog population being quelled. But they want that cure now. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save.
And eat the baby.
How are you?
Yes, we're going to eat the baby. So here it is. Baby Marie is napping peacefully in her crib, safely connected to various medical monitors and wrapped in protective swaddling. It looks like her moving her would not go over well with her family. Leave Maria asleep in her crib, pick up the baby, and kidnap her. So I'm going to show off. Hello, Sandra. Goodbye, Sandra. Come on. Sandra, stop moving. Sandra, stop moving. Sandra, stop moving. I missed. It's my cure and I need it now. Please note, killing the parents does not give you bad karma. And what is the cure research note? Cure research note by... Oh, right. All right. So now that I killed the parents, here is what... Well, now that I killed the mother, here's what Asher wants to give to his daughter when she is of age.
Test 1, 2. Looks like this thing is on. Marie, if you're there, this is your father speaking. Ishmael Asher, sometimes called Lord of the Pit. Now I hope you're hearing this 10 years from now, sitting on my knees safe and sound. Right about now, I bet I'm looking pretty silly. But things don't always work out the way we'd like. There are a lot of risks, including what your mother would do if she heard me talking like this. And I'm not about to risk leaving you alone without knowing where you came from. These tapes are for you, so you can know who your father really was.
All right. The Scourge of the Pit.
Marie, the first thing you need to know is that I wasn't always the Lord of the Pit. Long before I was a king, I was a scholar and a soldier. In fact, I was in the Brotherhood of Steel. You've probably heard about them, but you may not have heard what we did to the city. The Scourge. When we came here, the Pit was just a breeding ground for trogs, cannibals, and worse. Commander had us torch the place and take what we could. The Pit had useful technology, but it was suicide to stay here. So when an explosion left me buried in the mill, my brothers were sure I was dead. I don't blame them for leaving. I probably would have. We thought nothing could live in the Pit. We were wrong. Marie, you know those fights in the mill's arena? Well, its first fight was when I woke up to someone pulling me out from a pile of rubble. At first, I thought it was my brothers pulling me to safety. Instead, it was a scavenger trying to steal my armor. She didn't get it, but I learned she had a whole family of scavengers. They'd make raids into the city for gear from the mill, and that gave me an idea. This was the only working steel mill we'd ever seen. In a world of leftovers, it was a chance to build again, and that was worth any price. The scavengers saw me as a god, so along with my Brotherhood know-how, it was easy to set up the basics. We started to build a city.
And then finally, the cure.
As word of a new settlement got out, the city started growing, and fast. When raiders attacked, I'd kill the leader and recruit the rest. I had to. The city's disease meant we couldn't have children, so recruiting was the only way to grow. And as we grew, the mill needed more workers. And yes, that meant recruiting workers by force. I'm not proud of it, but it's the only way to keep the city supplied and armed. But it was always a temporary solution, until our best scientists found a way to cure the city's epidemic. Sandra and I worked on it day and night. And after one particularly late night of work, we were blessed with a cure. It's the cure inside you, Marie. Even now, we're doing everything we can to figure out how to share your gift with the city, while keeping you safe, of course. So by the time you're old enough to hear this, you'll already be a hero. Congratulations, Marie. You've already saved us all. I knew you would.
And now to steal a baby. I love Travis.
Yeah.
I love how this thing literally says, to steal the baby. Like, it's not even sugarcoating it. It's like, yeah, you're stealing the baby, buddy.
Oh! Get out, slave!
Right.
It's Asher's kid. Sound the alarm.
kick the baby. So, now I escape undetected and get the father killed. And now the baby will never know of its heritage, too.
Just like in Fallout 4.
Exactly. Only
But in Fallout 4, you can consume the sun.
Can you?
If you get the Callow perk, and later on.
Oh, right. Yeah, you can. Right, give me the auto axe. Right, and we are going to repair the mauler.
Take him out! Get down!
Right, auto axe. The man opener.
Take him out!
The things I do to be a good guy.
You be the good guy, Eric.
Yeah. You know how I'm being the good guy?
How?
Stealing a baby from its parents who keep it safe, killing the parents, and giving it to his slaves who are probably going to kill the baby.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Is it really fine?
Yep, totally.
Totally? Alright,
Yep.
good. I was having second thoughts.
It's a symbol. Symbols need to die.
Yeah, I got the unique weapons in the steel yard. Let's face it, Fiji, this baby's gonna die because they don't know how to do the cure. That was close. I almost got in trouble. Bring the girl away. Oh my god, this is BioShock Infinite before BioShock Infinite. Steal the girl, bring the girl, wipe away the debt. Only I don't have a debt. Right, now to go to downtown. I think I'm echoing off your mic, Daniel.
Oh, shit. Fuck. I don't have my keybind set up on this fucking laptop.
How long did it take for you to, what's it called?
Format the drives.
Yeah.
I don't know, like probably an hour or two. I don't know. I was at dinner. Like halfway through it. Or like 70%.
Most Fallout games have a lose-lose situation, Arthur, but this one's one of the more fucked up ones.
Oh, please!
It's the end for you.
Sounds to me like you've stirred up a bit of fuss with the raiders. Couldn't have happened to a nicer bunch of murderers. But more importantly, I hear you've stolen the cure. Mind if I see it? Of course she'll be safe. We're just going to do our own research for the cure and then ransom her back for our freedom. You've seen how Asher and his people treat us. It's far, far kinder than they deserve. She'll be all right, just not with me. Asher's guards are always watching me. They'd find her right away. Werner sent me word that he's hiding out in the steel yard. He's got everything there to take care of the cure. Take it to him and he'll handle the rest. Now get going.
All right. Now I go to the steel yard and give a baby to a guy who's an asshole.
Hooray.
It's perfectly fine. Dog meat shall be the mom. So how you liking the new laptop, Daniel?
It's pretty good.
With that 1060? Is it a 6 gigabyte or a 3?
It's a 6.
Nice.
Which is why the deal was so good.
Yep. Oh, Fox. Fox can be the nanny. The nanny and friends.
He'll protect the child. No one will ever harm it.
Because the moment he sees a red dot, everything will die on screen. The Slave Master. It's like Rave Master, only with slaves. I made him go boom.
Agreed. Dog meat is best, Mom.
Indeed.
Dogs make good moms.
That they do. You cannot fast travel while there are enemies nearby. Well, fuck. Where's Werner?
So my controller has gotten to the point where it's now just not reading some inputs randomly.
Oh, shit.
So I really need a new controller.
Yeah, you do.
Doesn't matter, Arthur. Does it really matter? I don't think dog meat's gender matters on whether he's a good mom or not.
He is dog meat.
Oh, a pit raider. That's cute.
I think Michael wants to do the raid or something.
Yeah, seems like he does.
Did he get the computer?
Probably not. He's probably still just using his old desktop or whatever.
And also using a hotspot for internet.
Oh, it's over apparently.
RIP!
Are you dog or god, Richard?
Yes.
I'm making a Fallout New Vegas joke. God meat.
The best meat.
That reminds me of New Vegas. When you get the cannibalism perk, there is a... There is a, perk called the Meat of Kings, where you have to eat Caesar, President Kimball, the King, and Mr. House.
Nice.
Upon doing that, you will end up getting the Meat of Kings perk. I forgot what it does, though.
Let's look it up.
Now that's a breakfast of champions. Why would Fallout 4 have a horse? I'm pretty sure horses don't even exist anymore.
I looked up Meat the Kings. First thing I see is meat chickens.
What does it do?
It doesn't do anything. It's just something that's found. I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna actually look at it. Let's look up. Let's add perk to that. Okay, it's not being helpful. This is what happens when you use Bing. Fallout. God, Bing. Fucking predicting my thoughts like Google does. Google knows what I'm thinking. Why don't you?
Now I...
It's back with food. Hello.
Guess I couldn't stop you.
Hi, Lynx.
But then you'd never
See,
find
so
all
the effects
bonuses
are
against
you get +1 to
How
luck,
about this?
intelligence, charisma, and strength
bring
for
me
60
in
seconds after
like you
eating
used
any
to.
human corpse.
And I'll...
Yum. Human meat. Delicious.
Yeah, it's the when in Fallout New Vegas when you eat all the main faction leaders, you get a perk with the when you have the cannibalism perk. It's great.
Well, now time to switch my default search engine to Google, because Bing is a piece of shit.
I thought you liked using Bing for the...
I stopped caring about that a long time ago.
Did not know.
How do I fucking change that?
Cannibalism is bad, but when you have the perk, it's good because you end up, you know, gaining health back. This is a tri-beam laser. Where's Warner? I thought he was inside of one area. There's a Trog, and I'm gonna kill it.